hell you out of my burp?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
No, you're good. Can you hear me? You can hear both. You can hear Tchaikovsky's waltz as well. Live demo, folks. Music now. Interesting. How about now? Folks, I'll be... Hi. Welcome to Rocky Sucks Photo Shop, aka Rocky Sucks. Live streaming. This is the second time streaming from the Just don't know what's working. Yeah, this is gonna be fun. Removed it. How about now? Also, chat just fully missing. Fascinating. Stream elements. Do we just refresh it or something? I'm still quiet compared to the music, though. Thank you. Turning the music down even more. That is background music. We do not need to hear that classical music that clearly. How about now, folks? And what if I could hear... Much better. Is better. Much better. So I guess I just... Do that. That's the thing. Yep. Great stuff. Welcome to the show, everybody. I can't seem to get the chat going up now. You can hear my lovely voice. That's so nice of you, Wavy Lines. Thanks so much. God, upset about the chat. What happened here? It was working so perfectly the other day. I don't know what I did. I don't know what I did. The whole stream's gonna be me workshopping this accent. You hear me great. I blame Neil. Neil broke everything. I know. That stream was so perfectly orchestrated. And yet now, oh, my dog is just whining at my door. She just wants to hang out here. But she's going to get bored 30 minutes in. Jolene? Fine. Yes. Hi. I love my dog. I will let them be annoying. Hi, Squishy Tay. I'm still trying to set up my OBS thing here, even though the Neil C thing worked so gorgeously. How do I refresh my Stream Elements stuff? Refresh browser when scene becomes active. Okay, yeah, sure, that sounds good. I'll be back in 1 second, guys. Did that do something? That might have just done it. So hopefully the chat will just start appearing. I'm going to just do some test chatting here. Testing. I am testing. Oh, gorge. Absolutely beautiful. Great. Wonderful. So you can hear the classical music. Does this mean we have... Oh, shit. Yeah, I need to pop out the chat here. There we go. I'm leaving that over here. Thank you very much. Rob Boss is more like it. If your Photoshop is as good as your OBS, we might have a show here. Folks, I guarantee you this is going to be a gorgeous train wreck. I hope you all enjoy it. Thanks for joining me tonight. Yeah, I tried this a little bit a couple months ago. Had a lot of fun doing it then. And I figured let's try it again now. I am canonically this will be interactive, Wavy Lines. There is going to be a segment where you guys make me make something, regardless of the guest. So it'll just be you and me, and you'll be telling me what to do. I'll make you pick between like doing a movie poster, an advertisement, a fake ID, something like that. But first, we have some folks here who are commissioning me for graphic design work. I wish they went with someone else. I am not good at Photoshop. I'm still very amateurish at it, but the Everything Now Corporation represents excellence. So I got to do my best, and hopefully you will all help me. Please, if you are good at Photoshop, help me out. Just throw something in the chat, and I'll hopefully be able to pick it up. But we have our first commissioner / guest here. I'm going to try and lead them in. Am I on the phone with Fiona Flabbershire? Fiona?
Hello.
Oh.
Yes.
Uh-oh. Don't show the Discord. Hi, Fiona. How's it going? I'm Rocky.
Hi there.
I'm your graphic design liaison today from Everything Now Corporation. What may I make for you today? How are you doing?
Well, I'm doing all right. You know, I'm running this bookstore down in Des Moines, Iowa.
Okay.
And you see, my daughter, she's a fan of Harry Potter. And
who is
so she said she also was a fan of something called hentai. I didn't know what that was, but I figured as a graphic illustrator, you could, you know, I want something Harry Potter themed and somehow also, you know, correlate with her Japanese proclivities. And, you know, I don't know I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know what it is. I was wondering if you could, you know, help me out. I really love to do both, you know, to get like a germination of two together.
Okay, so
and
do you have any ideas so far, like anything right off the bat, like an image you have in your mind? Yeah, this is an amazing first commission. Thank you so much, Fiona. Are we making like an advertisement for your store that's just featuring Harry Potter characters and a little bit of... I cannot make full hentai on the stream, unfortunately, but I can, like, you know, get
what,
like...
What is it? What is it? I don't know.
What is hentai?
Yeah,
would anyone in the chat like to describe what hentai is to our friend Fiona here? And
I thought it was some sort of spell. I thought she was doing incantations at me.
Of course, like hentai-ronius or something like that. Yeah, no, it's a...
Yes.
Huh. Yeah, I'm not sure the best way to describe it. It's like, if anyone in the chat has a way of describing hentai for Fiona here. But it's a cartoon that involves a squid, and that's pretty much it. So it's like a
Oh!
Yeah, so it's like cartoons where people get really friendly with animals.
Oh, so it's almost like a calamari cartoon.
Wow, that's even better than what hentai actually is, I think. It is a Japanese art form that is related to love and physical touch and also squids. So, yeah.
Okay, so maybe there's some sensuality here. Maybe there's some, you know, you see, Harry Potter was always a very strong character to me, and I was wondering if maybe, you know, since it involves squids, maybe you could make, you know, Harry Potter with squid legs, but he's also, you know, clearly my daughter, you know, is into the Adonis type. I mean, let's be honest, who isn't? And so perhaps, you know, merging those styles together could be a great present for my daughter.
Okay, so we're making this as like a little present for your daughter. That's really nice. So if I can just confirm what you're wanting here, I'm putting Harry Potter's head on top of a squid. Oh boy.
Yeah, and then perhaps, you know, there could be settings of some sort. Maybe they're at platform 9 3/4,
right,
and there's a dialogue box that says, "Oh my God, Ron, what has happened to me? I have squid legs now." And perhaps that's something that could be titillating to the audience of my young daughter.
Great. Okay, so let me go ahead and write down that dialogue box idea, just so I don't forget. But you want Harry and Ron on platform 3 and 3/4, 9 3/4.
9 3/4.
And
Don't get it twisted.
oh, of course not. No, I've seen the films. I'm 26 in 2020, and I'm just confirming that you want. God, where are my pens? I'm so unorganized here. Great. So dialogue box. Heavens, Ron! I've turned into a squid. Is that? I knew this would happen.
I suppose so. You tell me, Mr. Expert.
Oh.
I'm just working over here in Des Moines. I'm stocking shelves. As you can see, this photo was taken earlier today.
Oh wow, that's a recent photo. Okay, cool. Great. So, little dialogue box. We're gonna go and start with getting platform 9 3/4 here. Where's a clean photo? Oh, this might be perfect. A large photo of. Tell me about your store. While in the meantime, while I'm making this, how's business doing these days in COVID landscape?
Oh, well, you see, the bank is gonna reclaim the bookstore pretty soon.
No.
You see, my dear Uncle Randall, he is dying of pancreatic cancer, and I've taken to liquor. I won't lie. Jim Beam is kind of my new lover.
Jeez.
We go to bed together every night. Sometimes my husband's on the couch. And, I try and do the brighter things. I read my Bible in the morning, and I go to church on Sunday. And, I fight off the denizens of unemployed children, a la Clockwork Orange, outside my home. They're not going to Zoom school. They're out there causing anarchy. I mean, who else? Why wouldn't you?
You're getting roving gangs of kids with knives and weird uniforms, and they're just kind of like committing hyperviolence upon people these days. Is that what's happening now in Des Moines, Idaho?
That is just another night in Des Moines. You would not believe what they did to the strip mall out here. Our paragon of culture, as I like to say. I do read a little bit in this bookstore over here. Don't get it wrong. And you see, it's crazy what they do over here. They'll spend all night at the Texas Roadhouse parking lot doing whippets. And, cutting on each other, cutting on other people. It's unbelievable. I mean, back in my day, all we used to do was, play chicken with the train. Something safe, something, logical.
That's pretty.
And now these kids are doing things that are, just so beyond my frame of reference.
It is very horrifying what the kids are doing these days. Is your daughter like that? Is your daughter part of roving gangs doing whippets in parking lots and whatnot, listening to 100 Gex or something? Is that what your daughter's doing these days?
No, she's busy with God. She's really of the church. She her devotion is so strong that she actually forgot how to speak English. She can exclusively speak in tongues, and it's just about the nice thing to have a person who's the chosen. I can't tell. Some doctors are convinced that there was some brain damage in the car accident. I don't think it's related. I think that the voices that she has are just the Lord talking. And I did move some things around in the stock market based on what she was saying, and it did go pretty well. So I think that these doctors are wrong.
Oh, you don't think the doctors are working from God?
Well, yeah, enough about me. I'm wondering about you. What brings you to the Photoshop conjuration art?
I am looking for work. It's been a long year. I've been unemployed for a while. And so a lot of jobs these days are like, what we really could use is Photoshop skills. And I find myself thinking, I'm not good at Photoshop. I really don't have the skills for it. So I figured, why not ask the folks at Everything Now to let me be a graphic design intern and kind of learn the tenets of Photoshop. And they kind of decided, let's make it content also, baby. They said that. And so now I have to do a show about it, even though I'm not good at it. and the show is kind of predicated on the fact that I'm not good at it. But you know what? In order to move forward in life, you have to fail. I've kind of learned that is a crucial element here. Also, folks in the chat, I will be sneaking some train flags in here, as well as some other flags. Fiona, never mind, ignore that. But yeah, I'm going to put some nice flags and graffiti on the wall over here just to make it look a little more realistic and whatnot. I'm getting Harry Potter's face at the moment. This is going to take a second here. What's your favorite book to recommend to kids these days, Fiona? Are you do you do like readings in the store that are like, you know, where the kids gather around and you read like a classical piece of children's literature?
Absolutely. See, just yesterday, I had the children absolutely enthralled. The 3 or 4 who are homeschooled and, you know, have parents that have completely surrendered their children to Trump.
God.
And, yeah, well, you know, when you say it like that, it sounds like a bad thing. But, you know, it actually correlates to the reading I was doing. We had, you know, very, very accessible material. We had we did Ayn Rand's The Fountainhead, and we were reading that, and you see, it correlated perfectly with how these children are tributes to the almighty Milton Friedman-esque economy. And, you know, I think that it's the sooner that these children learn that they are valueless tokens of economic transaction, the sooner they may proceed into being who they must become. And so at this little bookstore over here, Fiona Flabbershire's House and Cottage of Assorted Books, you know, I figured that's just the way to do it. No more childhood. You're an adult now. You better have your everything in line. No time for kidding around anymore. That's what I always say.
That's what you always say?
I always say that. There's no time for jokes, you know. SNL doesn't even have time for jokes anymore. Nobody has time for jokes.
That's true. Yeah, no time for Jost, even, some would say. Because Colin Jost? Never mind.
Oh, who's that? Is that the person in Romance in the Stone? That man is so handsome.
Harrison Ford?
Is it?
Yeah.
No.
No? It's Colin Jost, you think? Yeah, I think you're correct. I'm putting together the squid right now as we speak. Are you able to see the screen at all, Mrs. Fiona? I guess so. You have to be watching the show if you're able to see what's going on here.
Well, I do dabble in a bit of Lovecraft. I was thinking of something more in the Eldritch horror.
Oh, sure, like
a
Cthulhu. I can probably have Cthulhu's like tentacles bleeding in from the sides, maybe. Oh boy, this guy's so scary. Tentacles. And your daughter hasn't told you anything about the hentai that she reads? Miss Fiona. Oh, did I lose her? Oh no.
Father?
Oh, I was just asking if your daughter's told you anything about the hentai that she's into reading.
Well, she said that all of the people are very acrobatic and they're very well lubricated. I think that there's some sort of super heroic where there's, you know, tight to fit corners and things like that, and they have to slip through them. You know, I think that they're superheroes of some sort. They're always, you know, moaning and groaning like they're putting a lot of effort into their powers. And, you know, I hear her in there. She sounds like she's having fun, too. I don't know what's going on, you know?
Sure.
I don't know what's going on. I want to give her privacy.
You know
but, you know, it seems like they're a group of superhero warriors that, take a lot of ecstasy in justice fight. And I'm all about that. I think that's what the Bible's about, you know?
Yeah, I'd say the Bible's pretty close to hentai in many ways. I think you and your daughter can relate to that kind of storytelling business. Oh no, I just screwed this up.
Maybe after I get off this call, I need to do a little patent on biblical hentai. Because it sounds like an interesting medium, you know, to re-portray that most essential story that is, you know, sort of the the ideological backbone of Western civilization, which is something I very much believe in. And I just think that I think that there's something there. I mean, clearly hentai is about these heroes that love to moan and groan about justice, put a lot of effort into how they do things. They're very well lubricated, they're slippery, they're agile, you know, they're and just like Nebuchadnezzar, just like Jesus, just like Jehovah, just like, all these characters, they are a lot like hentai from what I understand and what you have had the graciousness of telling me, you know. I think I may have had a little idea right here. I'm just telling you.
I'd say maybe, just continue to trust your daughter. Don't even bother researching it yourself. Or, you know what?
I won't. I'm not. I mean, I don't even have Google in my house. It's not allowed because it sells the information of the Chinese.
Interesting. Can you speak on that a little bit, please?
Well, hey, everybody knows, if I was Google, if I was Google, I'm smart, I'm conniving, I'm a plotting mistress myself. I do happen to read romance and suspense thrillers all day as part of my job, So, it's like this. If Google has the opportunity to get its little fingers in the cookie jar of America and get its little fingers in the cookie jar of China, well, don't you want both hands to have cookies now? You understand what I'm coming from? This is common sense, We are a veritable cookie jar. China is a veritable cookie jar. And, it's just common sense when you think about it. The pieces align without evidence because they just fit together. How does the world fit together? You zoom out enough, it's all one piece.
You're such an insightful individual, especially for someone. This is probably offensive. Never mind. But I mean, all the way over in Little Des Moines, I feel like it's so rural.
Pardon? Especially for someone who you call.
I realize myself. I feel like. Do your local neighbors and friends all talk about the issues with China and how we need to handle it? No, I'm not. I'm sorry.
My neighbor Clarence can hardly shut up about it. I step outside the front door at 7 a.m. to check the mail. He is standing over his mailbox, veins popping out of his neck, talking about what's happening in Xinjiang. I mean, wow. It is the talk of the town of the town of the town, 3 towns over. You understand? And, you don't have much of a reason to drive. So if it goes 3 towns over, that is a big, crucial tidbit of evidence right there.
That's true. I guess if the folks over in Des Moines, the heartland of America, are discussing the implications of our relations with China, then we should all be concerned about it as well. I mean, I feel like there's a lot of stuff going on inside of our country that we need to figure out first before we start, branching out into getting into fist fights with China and whatnot. But do you think that it's more important to get a handle on ourselves globally?
I think, bless your heart, I think that what you said was so darling, but I seem to have forgot what country we're living in. We're living in the most free country ever. I mean, every other country wishes that they had the same vague liberties and permissions and freedoms that we have. Terms and conditions may apply. You know what I mean by that. Anyhow, what I mean is that we are the envy of the world, except for other terms and conditions may apply. You know what I mean by that. I think that...
What are these terms and conditions you're discussing here? Hold on. I'm curious to hear about these terms and conditions.
No, I mean, you see, that will violate my Midwestern kindness. You see, I mean, I'm not supposed to, I used to hear all the time on the radio, I never talk about politics and religion. In fact, it's best to talk about almost nothing at all and just sit around giggling and twiddling your thumbs with your family who you think you know.
Yeah.
I mean, so anyway, well, that's a topic for another day. Once the wine coolers start flowing on Super Bowl Sunday, if we're still knowing each other and we call each other friends, Perhaps I'll whisper in your ear my true political dispositions and identity. And perhaps, maybe then you'll know who I am. But for now, I'm just going to use this cloak of politeness to hide the prejudices and ignorance that I don't want to reveal to you. Is that okay? May I do that, please?
Listen. Yeah, I don't want to, step on your freedom to, live however you want to. I was just trying to engage in some casual cultural dialogue. What do you think there is to be like jealous of in America for other countries? Like what are they shaking their fists, being like, I wish I was like America and we could do this or that or something.
Well, I mean, let me just list them to you, okay? Let me give you at least, some people might say this little craft to say that, to say it this way. But, let me give you some examples, all right?
Okay.
Ben Again,
Oh,
Chili, Texas Roadhouse, Sizzler,
yes.
Red Lobster, Ruby Tuesday, BJ's, and I'm not talking about the Sodom and Gomorrah kind. Understand?
Wow.
It's a delicious restaurant with some high quality pasta dishes, very Italian in flair. Cheesecake Factory.
Of course.
Okay. Payway. Benihana.
Payway. Wow. You don't think that? Do you acknowledge the roots that these restaurants, such as Payway and Benihana, have in like non-American countries?
Yes, but they didn't know what they were doing until they brought it here, sweetie. I mean, come on. I mean, if you're telling me Payway is the thing somewhere else, I'm just going to call you, a distorter of the facts. And I will accost you and point at you until you retract your opinion, not because you're wrong, but because you feel that you have violated some sort of politeness principle that is unstated that I have. You see, this is how this works. This is how Midwestern kindness is an embodiment, sort of how we go about doing things.
I get that. That makes sense. God, I just am so moved by your passion. Is all. I'm also trying to Photoshop at the same time, so I apologize if I'm not, being as thorough of a conversation.
For my daughter, this is the most contact I've had in months. Between coronavirus and the extreme gender roles that my husband believes in. I don't see much sunlight.
Your husband has some thoughts on gender roles. Does that create a rift in the relationship, I guess, or the family?
I would say so, but it's not that bad.
Okay.
It's really not that bad. My water privileges are the envy of all the other women in Des Moines.
Your water privileges?
I get free electricity. I do. My doors don't squeak when I open them. I mean, these sorts of things. Other people do not have the absolute grace and blessings that I do. I mean, I have windows, I have a floor, I have a ceiling, I have a nice radiator, a nice pair of handcuffs, everything that a woman who owns a bookstore like I could possibly desire.
So you've got it made. You'd say you feel like you're lucky.
I mean, what about what I just said did not sound to you like what's the lottery and where you're at? Out here, we call it the big boot sack of cash coin.
The boot sack of cash coin. That's the lottery. I think we just call it the lottery.
From Des Moines tradition. You see, every time the Cornhuskers came out here, they had special pockets in their boots that they would keep the runaway coins from their bosses from the agricultural cornfield. And but anyway, how are we looking over there? You think my daughter's going to be impressed?
I think your daughter's going to love this. I got two more details I'd like to fit in here quickly, if you don't mind. Now, this is for her birthday, or is this just for love? I forget.
Well, the other day I could have sworn, I was hearing some, some noises that sounded like she was either in a deep pit of woe or a fit of ecstasy. And she was talking about hentai, and so I couldn't quite tell. So this is a functioning on multiple levels. You see, I don't know if she's reviled by it. I don't know if she's enticed by it. But I just feel as if this would show on my part, that I'm beginning a dialogue with my daughter. That where I'm trying to understand her and trying to understand what you've helped me understand, and which I certainly will not look up later. I'm not interested. I feel like I've gotten the whole picture from you.
You've gone far enough. I'm okay. I'm glad to hear that, but I'm also glad that you're trying to make an effort. I know it's very divided times, and I know that generations can be kind of, separated by certain lines of thought, and I don't know. It really means a lot that you're putting the olive branch out there and trying to connect with your daughter, because I know that it's not easy for a lot of folks out there. Again, I was going to say especially in Des Moines, but that feels, disrespectful. You're the heartland of America.
What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that?
I really don't know. That's why.
What is the single thing? What is the single thing that you have that we do not have in Des Moines? We have it all. What could you possibly have? That another? Are you one of these coastal cities over here? Oh, look at me! I have a concert every week. I have a bunch of internationally renowned artists regularly in attendance of the cultural nexus over here in a place of a temperate climate that actually is decent to live in. And oh, look at me. I have an international port that has cuisine regularly delivered to it from all over the world at any given time. And oh, look at me. Everybody is so goddamn beautiful, like they put some sort of chemical X from the Powerpuff Girls inside the water. What is so goddamn better about that?
We have In-N-Out.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a fair point. You see, you started speaking my language. I see that you are a fellow person who studies the art of persuasion. And you connected with me there, and I feel it.
I guess I am a bit of a conversationalist if I think about it hard enough, or give myself enough credit. But no, I mean, like, don't you have like a favorite band? I guess I can't really justify like the coastal elites. I shouldn't really bother. Oh Jesus, because they're every bit as bad as many people say they think they are. So I'm not going to defend them, because they also leave folks like myself and my family and my loved ones in the dust as well. So yeah, I am all for the everyman. If you don't mind me considering you that, as it were. Is that offensive for me to call folks from Idaho? I'm thinking, is it Iowa or Idaho? I'm so sorry.
No, it's Iowa, honey. You
it's
understand
Iowa.
That is potato country. This is corn country, okay?
Gotcha. Yeah.
Regardless of the kind of starch that we embody, I can understand how you would get I understand how you would get the confusion. But the important part is that you understand that when you say that we're an everyman, you're onto something, because, we have been doing underground, experiments trying to achieve a hive consciousness. Because, you see, we're afraid of difference in Iowa. And we really, at my bookstore, I have a lot of books that have a lot of different ideas. But, once you find 5 of them, 5 ideas that you like, you got to stop. You're done. You got to stop. I mean, that is how many ideas you need. I mean, there's the limits, limits on how much thinking is good. That's what we believe in Iowa.
That's gorgeously said. I'm pretty much, I had an idea, but I think it's going to just take too much time. But I'm pretty much done here. Are you able to see my creation here? And I'd love to get some notes from you.
Hang on, let me put on my glasses again.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, wow. You mind zooming in a bit there? I want to see what that, horrific eldritch horror is saying.
Yes, I wanted to make sure I got a little bit of that Lovecraftian flavor in there, as per your wishes. How do I... Oh, boy. He's just kind of sneaking in there. And that's going to be on the... There we go. Yeah, so you can see him a little bit there.
By Jove, Ron Coon, I've turned in... Sorry about that.
No, it's fine. It's
I
fine.
had a little bit of a slip, as we call it now. Well, you see, that's the kind of thing I'd whisper in your ear about. I'm not supposed to say out loud. Definitely nothing to see here. Just drinking, some coffee. Oh, but it's lovely. I think that is gonna, I think that's gonna be very impressive to my daughter. I hope she appreciates it.
I sure hope so too. Is there anything else you'd like for me to change about it before we wrap this up? And I'll ship it over, email you, and you can the Everything Now Corporation will bill you for my services, I guess. But yeah, any other?
Well, I just want to say, if you ever come out to Iowa, just make sure that there's all kinds of crop circles that you can rejuvenate your moon energy from. And if you read the Bible, really, you know what I'm talking about there. So you'd be welcome. I welcome you to my house. We'll do a powwow, a ritual sacrifice, the whole lot. You'll get the entire Midwestern experience. And I just want to make you welcome. I want to, as another way, beyond my payment to the corporation, that I can say my thanks to you, because my daughter is going to love this.
Wow. Thank you so much, Fiona. I really appreciate it. And I hope your daughter really does love this. Drop us a line, and let us know if she does. Thank you so much.
Toodaloo.
So long. Thanks for everything. Wow. Okay. So our first creation. Done. A blending of hentai and the Harry Potter universe for the daughter of a bookstore owner in Iowa. You know what? It's my first effort. I feel like it could go so much worse. And it seemed like they were happy. So, and you'd like to buy a print. Maybe, is there a way I can sell these on our merch site? I wonder. Well, I'm going to go ahead and save this real quick. This is... I'll just ignore that. I don't know why that was on screen. Big whoops. Export as a PNG so we can share this to Twitter. And cool. All right. And then we're going to go ahead and just clean up these. Don't need that. Don't need that. Ignore these. These are... You don't need these. You don't need that. How's it going, folks? Thank you so much for joining me on the first episode of Rocky Sucks at Photoshop. Ignore that. Go ahead and just ignore that. You don't need that. And we'll get a blank page. And I'll write your name. Barry Egan Fan 1, thank you so much. And also Wavy Lines, thank you. I probably should have let Fiona know that is how you pronounce coon. Obviously, the cultural context that it comes from overshadows whatever cultural context the homonym comes from. I'm going to stop talking about that right now. How's it going, folks? I'm still getting used to talking as well as photoshopping at the same time, but we're going to get used to it, I think. I'm going to go ahead and get our next guest on the phone here very shortly. Thank you to Fiona Faber, whatever her name was. That's very, very nice of her to join us and commission us some nice commission from us, some very nice Photoshop stuff. Let's see. Pulling up our next guest here. Also, thank you, Wavy Lines. Yes, so we're gonna do one more guest. Okay, so the sound alerts work. That's good. Did you all hear that, or was that just me? Thank you, Wavy Lines. Yeah, we're going to get our next guest in here, and then we'll theoretically do one after the next guest where you guys tell me what to make, because you're all my clients as well. But I'm going to go ahead and try and pull this next guest up here real quick. What is the chanting saying in the cheering sound? I really don't know. I don't think that was us. We didn't make that, so... I think that was just kind of found on Twitch's sound alerts catalog. And really can't hear what they're trying to say. It's mainly just blocked up by the person like hitting the mic with their hand, it seems, in the middle of a clap. But we can keep on trying to figure it out if you want to play it over and over again. All the subs out there. Is our caller calling in?
Hey, can you hear me?
Hey, I can. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I didn't garner anything from that. Super Pete, did you hear anything? It's Stewie Griffin. No, I don't think I heard Stewie Griffin in there. Although, who am I talking to right now?
Hey, this is Noah Marger, frequent guest on Everything Now show.
Hey, dude. It's
Hey!
It's Rocky.
You doing okay?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm a little tired.
That's not my photo, man. You gotta put my photo up. There we go.
I fixed it. It's you. I got you. How's it going, man? So you're in need of graphic design services? Is that what you're calling?
Yeah, most of the time I play a character on this show, but I personally am actually needing some graphic design work done. And you told me, hey, I'm doing this tonight. If you want to come get some graphic design work done, I'd love to do that for you. And I appreciate it. So I'm here. Hi, Wavy Lines. Thank you very much. Hello.
There you go. Some people know you. You are a frequent guest on the show, and you're very, very funny.
Okay,
we love having you on. Yeah, no, there's no sarcasm there whatsoever, by the way.
Thank you.
I guess me saying that might be a little worrisome, but I think I'm just a little anxious. That's all.
Yeah, really scared to be photoshopping since you don't really know how to do it, so I can understand that.
Yeah, I am foolishly creating a show here that that is directly playing toward my anxieties, but you know what?
Yeah, playing into your weaknesses is the rule number one of streaming. So
absolutely, yeah, doing something that you're not good at. But you know what? This is going to push me to get better. I'm going to learn things every day. Wavy Lines has a question for you before we get to what you want me to Photoshop.
Go for it.
Wavy Lines, go ahead and ask. He has a question about your improv process. Interesting.
What is the question about?
Let's hear
my
it.
Improv process.
Oh yeah, Sunbro, not helping my case at all by adding a kappa in there. And okay, so in the meantime, while Wavy gets his question out, what are we working on today, Noah? Tell me about it.
So you invited me here. You heard that I was in the need for some graphic design work, and I figured that people would probably think that I would ask for some kind of adult animation type thing in particular. Would you say that's fair to say?
That's probably a fair assumption that anytime you're going to come on, there is a 90% chance that Seth MacFarlane's Family Guy is going to come up as well. Yes.
Yeah, well, I'm glad to hear that I have carved myself a shitty fucking hole in the universe of Everything Now.
You wanted it. I mean, it's funny. Don't get it wrong. It is very funny every time you do it, and I encourage it.
Well, I am sorry to disappoint the 14 people who are here right now. I actually will not be asking about a Family Guy related thing tonight. So I just want to make sure that's very clear. Okay. I will be asking about something a little bit different. Oh, we got Jem.
We got Jem in the chat. Hello, Jem. It's Noah Marger.
From school.
From
it's
school?
Noah Marger from school, yeah. Fuck.
And we're losing a viewer.
Damn. I promise you're going to want to stick
around.
Are
you sure you don't want to do... Okay, all right, we'll see what you're doing that might be better than Family Guy. We'll see.
Well, here's the thing. Depending on the reaction, I am prepared to integrate Family Guy into this to keep viewership steady. So I'm a little bit of a sucker in that regard. But has Wavy Lines asked his specific question yet, or should I get into what I want?
Absolutely not. He has not asked. We'll take it when he does send it. But for now, tell me what you're doing while I eat part of my dinner.
What are you having for dinner, by the way? I only saw the end of Fiona's little session with you. She's a huge bitch, by the way. I don't like her.
Okay. Sorry. She means well.
I hate her.
She means well. She literally commissioned Harry Potter hentai for her daughter. That's how much she loves. There's a respect quality to that level of love,
That's true. I guess if you really are getting that personal with your daughter and trying to get her hentai, you have to be doing most things wrong, but a little bit things correct. So
exactly.
There you go.
All right, Wavy Lines posted his question, but I'm going to go ahead and show my dinner first off. Dinner pics.
Yeah, dinner picks.
It is Red Lobster Cheddar Bay biscuits, a flank
Oh!
of salmon fillet that I cooked and I'm very happy about.
Congrats.
Squeeze some lemon on there, and then some zucchini bits, some little zucchini slices.
Zucchini bits like you can use in the chat, like give bits and everything.
For 200 zucchini bits, you can play a zucchini sound alert.
That's very cool. That's very cool.
I thought you were going to say that sucks.
That sucks. It's shitty. It's awful. It sucks. All right. Well, I'm ready to talk to you. I'm kind of ready to talk to you about what I want commissioned for a graphic design piece. If you're ready,
I am. Do we want to do Wavy Line's question first, or should we just get into it? I don't know.
If he's ready, let's do that first.
To get really in the head of your characters, who are all pretty much all horrible people, do you draw on personal experiences as a murderer / sociopath, or are you very secretly actually very nice? Love you either way.
So, first of all, Wavy Lines, thanks for the question. I'm going to go ahead and defer that one to Rocky. I feel like maybe Rocky is a better person to answer that question. So, go for it, Rock.
And I don't want to throw any of our guest improvisers under the bus or send them to jail, so I'm going to go ahead and get straight to the improv. Noah, what do you want me to Photoshop for you?
To answer your question, Wavy, and I will not cop out like some hosts of the show do.
Hey!
Oh! I am a very horrible guy, and it's very easy for me to get in that mindset, so we're just going to move on. Cool.
There you go. I think we're lucky that Noah's such a nice guy outside of the show, because he funnels this very intense energy into all of his characters. That feels like he's, it's like scream therapy. You got to get it out somehow.
You got to be insanely pissed at somebody. So I pick some of my favorite people in the whole world to get mad at in a character format, so they can't do anything about it. So they're cool. Very cool.
It's therapeutic. I love it. Noah, what am I making for you today?
So, obviously, we're still experiencing an epidemic, a pandemic in this country of coronavirus,
Right.
So this is something that is very much in the development stages, but that famous, I think it was a Disney quote that said, I think Walt Disney said, the first thing you should do when you get an idea is get your friend to do a SketchUp in Photoshop of your idea. I think that was a quote that he is attributed with. So what I'm thinking is when the world opens back up, or specifically when America opens back up, I think I want to start a theme park,
Okay. Wow. I love that idea. I never played Roller Coaster Tycoon, but I just love the idea of creating a space that kind of embodies something joyous, So I'm all in support of that.
That's good. Good question, Spaz Corp. What is the theme of the theme park?
That's a good question.
Rocky, I know you just finished it, and so did I about a month ago. So we're actually going to do Sopranos Land. Sopranos Land theme park.
Yes. All right. I am into this. This I can do. This
is Jimmy's still here. I know Jimmy's.
Is
Jem
still here?
Bit of Punch Drunk Love? Was that a little bit of Punch Drunk Love for the Barry Egan fan one in the chat?
Oh yeah, I forgot that he's here. Yeah, this is my desktop background.
We love that. I'm sure he will be really happy to see that as well.
I hope so. Okay, great. So we are mocking up. Hey, there he is. Thank you, Barry Egan fan one. We are going to mock up.
He always knows exactly when to
hop in. Yeah, interesting. We're making a Sopranos theme park mock-up.
I think maybe we'll do. I think maybe the poster is what I think I want to solidify here tonight.
Okay, so kind of like the beckoning to the potential customer. Like you're gonna want to come here. Now, what elements of The Sopranos can we utilize here?
So I think first and foremost, got to get some gabagool in there.
Great. So gabagool. What's it called? It's capicola. Yeah, capicola.
Capicola, I believe, is actually what gabagool is in long form. So get some gabagool in there for sure.
There he is.
Maybe find there's a good photo of Tony right there. It's pretty enticing.
Yeah. So you were saying find something.
No, I think you had found that photo that we were previously clicked on. I was like, got to find the worst possible photo of Tony, and so I think maybe that does it. To be honest with you.
Yeah, I can work with this.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna go ahead and create a new folder for Noah. Ignore this. Everyone
Noah.
ignore this. Everyone ignore this. Great. It's going to go as max res default. This is Gabagool. Great. We got a Gabagool photo. Is that going to be the base of it? Is it going to be like one of those Star Wars posters where it's all the characters just kind of like mounted on top of each other?
I feel like Wavy Lines is gonna go. Come on.
Ooh,
Wavy
I gotta
Lines,
dip
you
out in this
asshole.
one. Yeah, that's fine. It's okay, Wavy. Thanks for joining.
Come on. You know, too much of a Maron to stick around and check out the Sopranos. Wavy Lines. Fuck you.
You're getting made. What do you call it when you're gonna kill someone in the mafia? You're
getting whacked.
You're getting whacked. I don't know why I said made. The exact opposite.
You're gonna get whacked. Wavy Lines.
Oh no.
You dumbass. All right. So maybe. So I don't know exactly what to do here because I think it's important that we establish it's the Sopranos, but it's also important to establish that it's a theme park. So I don't know to what degree your skills can do this, but maybe we show off in the background. We have maybe the cast in the foreground.
Okay.
And in the background, it's like a super tall roller coaster. and it's the Gabagool coaster. And so they're riding Gabagool.
Okay. So I think I'm going to pull up different elements here.
Yeah.
We're really going to have to figure this out, but I think we got it. And then I'm going
to and feel free to, if something strikes you, I mean, you are the artist. This is like that SpongeBob episode where you keep dropping pencils into the ocean, and I grab onto it. And so, please, if you have an idea for maybe what other directions we could take it, I want to hear them.
Understood. Okay, I think I got this. I'm going to cut out the Sopranos cast here. This is only a small cut of the cast, but we got Paulie, we got Syl, we got the big guy himself, we got Chrissy, and we got Big Pussy. Before
Pussy Bompancero. I think about Pussy sometimes because I love in one of the episodes. I think about Pussy all the time. If you know what I mean, guys.
Yeah,
if you know what I mean. But I think about Pussy some of the time because I like in one episode he says they're like trying to. I think it is in Funhouse. I want to say I can't remember.
Sure,
but it's
critically acclaimed Dream episode from season 2.
I think one of, if not the first Dream
I believe
episode.
so, yeah. I think it is.
And I think at one point in the episode, because like Tony's obviously like having stomach problems in that episode,
Right,
you know?
Yeah.
I just remember at one point they're like trying to get him to say that he has diarrhea because Tony has diarrhea, or like he's claiming to have diarrhea. And I just remember Pussy says at one point, just a touch. I had just a touch of diarrhea. And I was
Tiny
just like,
touch of diarrhea.
Damn, homie is going down to preserve Tony's lie big time by saying he also had diarrhea, and I think that's beautiful.
I love, like the lengths at which the underlings of Tony Soprano and any underling really is willing to go to like make their boss look good. It's kind of shocking. They become such like dogs almost, especially in that show. Like that's one of the darker things is that like these people are willing to do shit for this guy because of some unholy reason. Riches.
It's because it's tradition, baby. It's tradition. You got to make you're loyal to your capo.
I must be loyal to my capo. Yes, indeed. Beautiful. All right, so I think we're getting somewhere here. I'm going to go ahead and start cutting out the Sopranos cast. Damn, Noah, I can't get this show out of my head. I was doing errands earlier, and I was just listening to... Oh, I don't need to do that anymore. I was just listening to interviews with David Chase about the show and how he wrote it and stuff like that.
He is like a Sopranos character himself.
Yeah, he's like Peter Bogdanovich or something. I think Peter Bogdanovich might be a stand-in for David Chase in this show, now that I think about it.
Interesting.
Just because at least
like,
the way that they sound. But that's also just conjecture, hearsay. I
may have said this, if Jimmy's here, I may have said this behind the paywall, so to speak, in the group
DMs.
message. Yeah,
that's an even better way of talking about group messages as behind the paywall.
Behind the paywall. But fuck. God, what was I gonna say? Something. What were you just? Oh, David. Oh, my grandfather is from Jersey on my dad's side, and I am always asking him, like, did you watch The Sopranos? Because I was telling him that I had watched The Sopranos, and his line is always something to the effect of, "Did I watch The Sopranos? No, because I lived it, just like that emphatically.
Oh wow!
And
To
I'm
get
just
to
like,
say that is such a joy.
dude, it's insane because hasn't lived in New Jersey for like the last 60 years of his life, and so I highly doubt that he was like a Henry Hill type figure in his youth, running around doing favors for the older gentlemen of the New Jersey Mafia. But who knows? Maybe. I don't think he grew up in the best neighborhood, so who knows? Could be true.
Yeah, maybe we don't want to take that away from him, but also some people tell some really tall tales about themselves, and
Or
even
if you're a kid, you might believe that you're like more connected to it than you think because you go to a restaurant, you see a figure from the life of that person's a mobster, so it feels closer to you than it actually is, when in reality it's like you were just never in danger of any of that shit. So who knows? It was obviously a different time. He didn't even have fucking red tube back then, so what the fuck was he doing? What was he thinking?
I really like that as like a marker of like, what do you do with ourselves during these fucking terrible hours of existence? Well, at least these days we have RedTube.
We have redtube.com, uvideos.xxx or whatever it is.
Wow, that feels like a deep cut. I'm a traditional man.
Jimmy, yeah, bro, there was no red tube. That's so real.
It's so real. It's literally true. It's like back then. Sorry, Gramps, you didn't even have red tube.
Dude, he couldn't even jack off his prickadil,
Jesus, I was gonna say Don John couldn't have existed back then because there was no red tube.
My gym,
my
girls,
tan, my bod.
My church,
my tube,
my gym, my red tube, my porn, my fucking porn. Awesome.
I saw that movie in theaters.
Dude. Oh, dude. Well, literally, speaking of that, fucking Regal is shuttering their doors.
I'm heartbroken. Like, several local theaters from my hometown are Regals, so I'm imagining, like, are they just done? Like, are you just not going to... Like, are those theaters just going to be, like, dead by the time I go back, like, to Anaheim or whatever?
Dude, who knows? But it's just one of those things where it's like, I mean, when the theaters did open back up, I was never like, literally got to get to go see Tenet. Like, that was not, like, a thought in my mind at all.
Yeah, that was some dumb shit. We really shouldn't have been bothered. And it's funny that, like, it took the James Bond what's it called? This looks great. This looks so good.
It's crazy. You're really getting. Was that Silvio? It's crazy how different they all looked by the end of the show.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. No, they're old as fuck, man.
They literally were. Like, even like Chris, who, not Chris of Everything Now, but Chris of the Sopranos. Well, Chris does look old as fuck. Let's be real.
Honest. Yeah, he's the youngest of us all, but he looks like he's lived longer than we all have. But that's because he's a wise individual. Not to make fun of him. He's a
wise man. He's a wise guy. He's a wise guy.
Yeah. Oh, Sadville brings up a great point here. Regal Cinemas has the roller coaster intro, one of the most ridiculous pieces of media ever to be created.
Enjoy the show.
Yeah, such a fun thing every time. So stupid. But god damn it, I would never not be excited.
Oh yeah, how can you not be excited when you see that? You're like, oh yeah, I'm getting on the roller coaster to go to the fucking movies. So that's pretty awesome.
Now, okay, so I think I need like a big, like a billboard that I can put the Gabagool picture on and put like, the name of the whatchamacallit, the theme park on that.
Okay, fair. I think that's fair. I'm trying to think, because calling it Sopranos Land is like easy,
I mean, you could if you really want.
I think we need to go. I think we need to go bigger. I think we need to go bigger than that. I think that I think there's a name out there because they don't call the strip club they go to the Sopranos strip club. They call it the Bada Bing. They got names for everything.
There's got to be like, I think on this billboard we can put the names of rides and attractions on it as well.
Perfect.
So
how big are you thinking?
The one I got is pretty sizable, I must say, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think there's enough space that we can, like, in small fonts, put like on the borders of the billboard. the names of some attractions. Like if we wanted to name like the Bada Boom, Bada Bing rather, the Bada Bing coaster or something like that, we can definitely put that up there.
I'm thinking. I gotta think
For
this through.
anyone who has not seen The Sopranos, I'm so sorry that we're doing this, but it really is tickling my creativity bone here at least. So, thank you.
If you haven't seen, yeah, absolutely, you're absolutely welcome. And if you haven't seen The Sopranos, get on that shit.
Yeah, honestly, pretty good show. It depressed the fuck out of me. And there's one thing that's encouraging that I read or like saw in interviews and stuff is that it seems like James Gandolfini was also not having the happiest time making this show, like for all the darkness that was part of it.
It's so dark, and that last season, that second half of season 6 is just so brutal.
Yeah.
But it is you feel absolutely amazing when you're done with it, in the sense that like you know that you just watched one of the greatest things of all time. Like,
Definitely,
straight up.
yeah. That really registered with me by the. Woolman Coliseum. The ending's really bad. I would disagree with that. Yeah, I know that's like a big controversial piece, but yeah, I think the ending is pretty satisfying. Actually, I was very pleased with how it ended, in my opinion.
Yeah, they kind of deep fake you a little bit, or at least the media and everyone is like. I feel like deep faked.
Wow.
I feel like a little bit with the way that The Sopranos ended. And you and I talked about this, and no spoilers, but they overhype, I think, the end, like the very ending of the show.
Yes. Yeah. The formal way that the show ends, I think, is kind of misconstrued as like it might be even misconstrued as that's just bad filmmaking that they'd end it like that or something.
Yes.
But,
I have an idea.
Okay.
And maybe this would not work, but can we put the Griffin family riding the Gabagool coaster?
Yeah, we can make that work.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I can make that happen. Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. I actually recently, on the episode that's going to come out this week of My Favorite Podcast, the podcast that I host that Rocky and Chris and, spoiler alert, Sydney of this show will be on very, very soon. And Alex and Jake will also have an episode if they choose to. But those are the episodes that have been recorded / out. Sydney's will be out in 2 weeks. But I admitted to my guest of this upcoming episode why I like Family Guy so much. And the reason I think is because it's so unappealing that the fact that it is even a thing and exists is so like hard for my brain to wrap around that it just is funny to watch. It's like, this is so for nobody at this point. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now it's become its own like cult kind of quality of existence, and it's crazy that it still exists. Like they still give it free license to essentially be whatever they want it to be.
It's pretty much uncancelable, like straight up.
Which is funny that it got canceled twice.
Well, that's why I think it's uncancelable at this point.
It's just kind of like they've gone too far. Wow, you got to admit. Can you see the screen at all, Noah?
Yes, I'm looking at it. There's a delay, so I'm not like completely up to speed, but I see what you're doing with the billboard and the gabagool going straight into Tony's mouth. Are we going to be able to write text on that and have it look presentable, or what's the plan?
No. We can for sure write text on this.
Okay.
Yes, we can make this work. I legitimately like the earlier seasons. The recent ones seem like the writers don't care. Would you say that the writers of Family Guy don't care right now, Noah? Or are they using this freedom of sorts to then create like a certain level of like radical... Anti-comedy is the wrong word in my opinion, but I think they're doing something interesting, at least based on the conversations I've had with people who still watch Family Guy. What do you think?
Here's what I'll say. So... it was very funny for a spell in its earlier seasons. I don't like, actually, Family Guy pre the second cancellation. I think the best seasons of... legitimately, the best seasons
Hold on.
of Family
Hold
Guy.
on. Wait, you don't like Family Guy pre its first cancellation?
Or both cancellations, because it was canceled after the first season, and I think it was canceled after seasons 2 and 3 again, because it was canceled twice. So, I don't like... seasons 1 through 3 of Family Guy, just very straight up. I think it's not funny.
That is so funny to me because that is that's like the reason that show still exists is that there was such a strong fan base for that that core Simpsons ripoff.
Pretty much.
It was, yeah. But I mean,
No, that's very true.
More power to you. Also, Tay, thank you for hanging out. And yeah, Don John, kind of an okay movie. Like it's a charmer.
I have yet to grab my hands around Don John, but didn't JGL actually direct Don John?
JGL directed Don John, and he directed some pretty good short films to Channing Tatum that were like very highly stylized rom-coms, and I'm pretty excited about what is happening in some of these thumbnails. I Google Family Guy, and there's some terrible stuff happening here.
71 years
71 years old?
Yeah.
Jimmy says that this is the hot and correct take from Chef Noah about Family Guy. Fair enough.
Thank God.
Fair enough.
Thank God I got Jimmy in my corner. But here, so
Jesus.
just to finish that out, just to finish out that thread, I don't like seasons 1 through 3.
Okay.
I like seasons 4, 5, 6, and 7 the most. Those 4 seasons I like the most. And then 8, kind of, it's got some good spots here and there. It's very inconsistent. 9 is not great. 9 is just like pretty bad, I think, all the way through, but you have some bright spots. And then from seasons like 10, I'm really, really going ham on this explanation, but seasons like 10 through whatever the like 2 from the most recent season is were just kind of bad. And then it got good again. And I think the last like season or 2 have actually had some good moments, and that it's actually good because Carl Tart also enjoys watching Family Guy currently. So
I appreciate that about his I guess character and the character of anyone who still watches Family Guy, because there's something pure about it, maybe to a certain degree, and that it's just like a straight up comedy, I guess, like funny is funny kind of like take
anything goes type
yeah
situation.
Exactly, like literally like just unburdened by trying to be cool and just thinking of like the funniest or most ridiculous thing possible, because
exactly,
not to say that everything on Family Guy is like the funniest thing ever, but like
you wouldn't say that.
Well, am I so wrong for saying that? No, but I mean, like, it seems like they can, like, there's literally a chance to do whatever you want, and within that there is a certain level of giddy freedom, that I think can be ascertained. Am I off base here, or is there something that I'm missing that you think?
No, I think that's fair. I guess I don't watch like the new episodes like as they come out or anything. I pretty much catch them as they get put on Hulu or whatever it is. But it's just like half the reason it's so funny is because of how fucking ridiculous it actually is. And so I guess you could say it's so bad that it's good, but I don't even think it's that bad. It's just like, I can't even believe that this is a show that exists. Like, this feels like a show that would be like a show that they use in a show to make fun of TV. Do you know what I mean?
Totally. Yeah. It's like it's become a parody of a parody, which is what Family Guy was kind of in a way, and still is technically. Like it's like a kind of free for all sitcom parody. The fact that it's a family and they have all these, like perspectives, I guess, on the world that they can essentially make fun of anything they want to, but it's just coming from such a bizarre place because it's fucking Seth MacFarlane and his kind of smug sense of humor, which I am, I enjoy and have enjoyed the works of Seth MacFarlane in the past. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I think he's done some very funny stuff, as much as he's done some very pretentious and crass bullshit. But I mean, like,
I am not necessarily like a fan of Seth MacFarlane. I feel like at this point, I think American Dad sucks.
I like that take
terrible.
from you. Yeah, it's so funny because the other take, the common pop culture take is that actually American Dad's pretty good, actually.
Dude, it's just not. I've just never seen an episode of American Dad where I'm like, yeah, that was very funny and good. And I'm glad I spent my time watching it. I think would rather watch episodes of Cleveland Show than American Dad.
Well, at least the Cleveland Show has fucking David Lynch on it.
Yes, and the bear.
and there's also a talking bear where they fully seem to have given in and just let okay, here we are. And
I can't see what the here we are is quite yet because it hasn't caught up on my screen. But to wrap it all together, Tony Sirico does the voice of Vinny the dog after Brian dies.
Yeah.
So there we go.
What a choice. Truly, what a choice.
Truly. Oh man, and they're all okay. Now I'm catching up on screen, so I can see that there they are. They're literally all bunched together in the car.
Yeah. Squishy Tay. Sorry, I wasn't reading the comments here. There's some good questions here, actually. So I haven't watched Family Guy or The Sopranos. If you had to pick one, which one's more worth a watch? I'd say The Sopranos.
Sopranos? Are you fucking
5,000%. Yeah. Ignore us idiots. The Sopranos is one of the best the best things ever made, even though it's so incredibly dark and hard to watch sometimes. Noah, what's the best season of It's Always Sunny?
Are you? I'm not a big It's Always Sunny guy, to be totally honest with you.
Yeah. I was really into it, like, around season 3 when I first found out, like, what it was. It was just kind of like this hidden sitcom that nobody watched, and then all of a sudden it became like one of the longest running sitcoms, essentially. And good for them, but yeah, that show's had a really weird history. They've also kind of grown into Family Guy where it just kind of like mutates on what it can be. It kind of is similar, actually, because it is like, it's about people who run a bar. It's like literally like Cheers or any other sitcom about people who are hanging out in a bar, but then it turns into this like really bizarre exercise in depravity, I guess, or something.
Sure.
I don't know.
That's fair. That's very fair. I just don't necessarily, like, I guess, laugh, or even think that it's, like, fun to watch, but not in a way where I think it's actively not fun to watch. I just don't care enough about it when I'm watching it to be like, I'm going to watch episodes of this. I think there are episodes that are funny, like the Christmas episode is very funny where Frank, crawls out of the fucking couch or whatever it is. Yeah. Day man, night man, that whole thing is funny, to a greater or lesser degree. And I respect the fuck out of those guys because they basically created a show that could run forever if they wanted to,
Definitely. No, they struck gold in a way. And it came from such independent roots that you kind of can't help but like really appreciate its existence and its success. Like Rob McElhenney and those guys were literally like waiters in Hollywood, like just trying to make stuff. It's like the Clerks story, It's like these people pulled themselves up by the bootstraps and maxed out credit cards and made a cheap sitcom pilot based on funny ideas, and it turned into something very long lasting and bizarre. Totally, can't help but respect it. Tay, I love Limmy's show as well. I forget how you feel about it, at least what you were referencing, like how you feel about it. But yeah, Limmy's very funny. Someone said a while back, The Big Bang Theory is a show about smart people written for dumb people, and It's Always Sunny is a show about dumb people written by smart people. Yeah.
Interesting. I'll go with that.
I can take that. Yeah, Lemmy Show rules also, and Lemmy's a very funny streamer as well. I'm glad that he crossed over. He's, I think, the first comedian I can think of who successfully managed to create a legitimate streaming voice and career that is like not just like Thomas Middleditch going on Twitch being like, I'm gonna play like Skyrim and then like just beat Thomas Middleditch or something. Like he's become like a Twitch comedian somehow, whatever that means. I don't know. Anyway, I'm just ranting.
I've heard that Lemmy is very similar, or people say he's similar to Tim Heidecker, who I really like.
Yeah. He was on Office Hours, I think, a couple weeks ago. Actually, there was like a crossover for a lot of people.
I actually have that episode of Office Hours locked and loaded on my phone to probably finish out tomorrow. But the reason I had it locked and loaded is because All Gas No Breaks, Andrew Callahan was on that episode, not Lemmy. So
there you go. Yeah. Oh, interesting. I was watching Hassan Abi or Hassan Piker watch an All Gas No Breaks video about the Proud Boys rally in Portland, and holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, you get like a guy who's fearless, truly fearless, every couple years. I feel like Borat, obviously, back in like the aughts, was pretty damn fearless. I even think Nathan Fielder, qualifies in that same category as like insanely fearless. And I think Andrew Callahan, All Gas No Breaks, especially right now of how COVID is transmitted and what he has been doing because of COVID, easily falls into that category. I mean, he was before, but now it feels like a whole different level, if you know what I mean.
I do, for sure. He's really going for it and like putting people, kind of like Nathan for you, just really letting people speak for themselves and kind of dig themselves into holes. Or not even do that, just really like just put themselves out there in very disturbing and unfiltered like ways. Like it's it is kind of direct like cinema in a very strange way, because you're like, You are kind of creating the wall, like you are on camera, like I'm a documentary filmmaker, whatever he is technically, but like here's your platform.
It's like a journalist, basically.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, at the end of the day, but he's literally letting people be like just the most like themselves possible, but only in the way that someone can be like, oh, I'm gonna be on camera, and like there's like kind of awkwardness of someone just trying to present themselves as like not stupid or just as a like worthy individual, and then there's the kind of awkwardness that comes when you're stumbling on camera, and I think
exactly
Nathan for you gets a lot of that done, obviously, but yeah, I don't know. All gas no brakes. What I'm seeing is very 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 fun. Noah. I feel like we're reaching the end of this project. Is there anything else missing? What are some things that we can advertise to be a part of Sopranos Land? Or do we need to think of a different name?
I think we got to think of a different name. So, Chad, if you can help us out thinking of an actual name for Sopranos Land, and also potentially things that we can actually advertise that are available at the park. And Rocky, obviously, you as well. I'm really putting my mind to this one. I'm just trying to think of things that happen or like things of the show. Obviously, you have the Bada Bing. Obviously, you have, we're in New Jersey. You have Polly's Walnuts, and you have. Man, this is fucked.
So we
this
got
is actually kind of fun.
We got the Bada Bing coaster, the Cleaver Haunted House. I think we have what's the episode where they go to the woods and they like lose the guy and they're just kind of wandering around?
Yeah, the Pine Barrens. So it could be the Pine Barrens Adventure.
Yeah, Pine Barrens. Snow Pit.
Yes.
And then there's like the Fun House.
Pussy's Fun House.
Pussy's. Big Pussy's Funhouse. This is these might be deep cuts for a lot of people, but
Jimmy just entered the chat and said red tube.
Just says
advertise that the park has red tube. I think we gotta say that every guest gets a premium account of red tube.
It's kind of like bring a Coke can to Six Flags and you'll get in for free. But if you bring a Pepsi can to Sopranos Land, you'll get a free month of red tube premium, whatever that is.
If you bring a 2 liter of Mr. Pibb, you get a red tube premium account. It's gross.
And
just can we also advertise? Can we also advertise that South Park is playing on the back of like the headrest? Just has nothing to do with the Sopranos, but can we just advertise that?
Oh yeah, sure. Why not? Let me just see if I can make this a little more legible. Again, folks, I am not good at Photoshop. Let's see, drop shadow.
Sopranos Land. Okay, so we have Polly's Walnuts, the Bada Bing coaster. Is Cleaver Haunted House just the fact that like people get whacked with a meat cleaver? Is that what that's supposed to mean?
I mean, it's like a reference to the movie within the show.
Oh yes, okay,
so
Cleaver.
It's a Cleaver themed haunted house, I guess. Where like I don't know. It's just it's like if you go to like Six Flags, or like the haunted what's not Scary Farm or something, and they have like the Evil Dead maze or the like anything else. Like just the idea that like they have a maze for the movie within the show, I guess amuses me.
What is the name of Artie Bucco's restaurant? Is it Vesuvio?
Oh yeah, Vesuvio, adult like nightclub or something.
Yeah, the Vesuvio Lounge.
Yeah, that's it. That's it right there. Wow, we are making moves here, Noah. I'm very happy with how this is turning out.
Can we put Pyomai in low opacity flying through the sky like the ghost? That's a minor spoiler, so I'm sorry for everyone in the chat, but it doesn't. It means honestly, really nothing. To be honest with you, in the grand scheme of it, can we do that, Rocky?
I think that's gonna be the last thing we can do here, and then I think we're calling it on this. Unless you can think of like anything else that is crucial, but Pyomai. Is it going to be on here? Wow. Yeah, it really is just the painting, huh?
Is it just the painting?
That's really the most we can get out of this. Horse.
All right.
Stupid.
Yeah,
Stupid horse.
Stupid horse. Can you try? Yeah, Pyomai just horse. Okay, yeah, it's coming up. I like that photo, that third one in, or of Tony and Pyomai.
Oh shit, this one's good.
Yeah.
I'm going to go ahead and just put this really low opacity in the background.
Yes. That's a good one too. That long one of him riding by.
Yeah, it's really tall. It's essentially, okay, yeah. Oh boy, this is gonna go under that. Oh geez. Okay, so it's past the Griffins. Oh god, this is chaos. No, I don't know. I don't like what I did here.
No, I was just thinking it's not fully caught up on my end yet. I don't know. But like literally it's just like low opacity, just like in the sky as if it's just like this gentle cloud passing by almost. You know what I mean?
Sure, yeah. And that's a very fitting. I go about in self-pity and all the while a great wind
carries me to Sopranos land,
etc. That's the commercial for it. You're watching cartoons on Saturday, and then like all of a sudden in commercials, it's a Danimals commercial, and then it's like, bring the family to Sopranos land.
Sometimes I go about in pity for myself, all the while a great wind carries me to Sopranos land. $4.95. Pull out your whole family in. It sucks. It's a bad theme park. It's dirty.
It's a bad time. You're not gonna like it. No one takes care of it. We keep whacking all the carnies.
Sadville says, "I remember. What do you want me to do? Whack a guy, off a guy, whack off a guy."
Is that from The Sopranos?
I don't think so. But I like it.
Yeah. Is that from There's Something About Polly? What, I forget which part we're talking about here. At this point, I think we've oh yeah, that is a line from the first episode of Family Guy, isn't it?
Outed for a fake fan that I am.
Fake fan. Yeah, I think I'm the fake fan who's like defending seasons 1 through 3 of Family Guy.
Damn.
Yeah, there was an episode with the mobster. I remember that. Big Fat Polly. Yeah, Big Fat Polly, I think is what it's called. Anyway.
Dude, I really think that there's a better name
than Sopranos Land.
For Sopranos Land that we're just not hitting on, or at least I can't think of. But like, I mean, it gets the job done. It's just not the most like snazzy title.
Well, this is like a proof of concept that you're going to bring to investors, right?
Yes,
Hi, Aiden.
and I'm mostly going to be bringing it to you, Chris, Sydney, Jake, and Alex.
Right, indeed.
So.
And the group chat that we're in with 3 other people.
Yeah. So, mostly going to be bringing it to you guys. So, what do you think? Would you invest in this?
Yeah, I would love to go to a Sopranos-themed theme park. Hi, Aiden. Welcome to Rocky Sucks at Photoshop. Noah Marger is our second guest, and he made me do this mock-up of a Sopranos-themed theme park. And Aiden would not invest immediately, has decided.
What the fuck?
That's
Are you
fucked up.
fucking kidding me? This is awesome. You wouldn't want to go here?
2 former guests
Fuck
of
you.
Falling in Love with Jake Ellenbogen are fighting each other on the Twitch stream. This is good Twitch beef. I like it.
This is good Twitch beef. And here's the other thing. I think this is cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Shit, we got to think of a different name. I'm giving us 30 seconds to think of a different name, and then I think I have to call it.
Okay, I'm just going to start saying stuff that sucks. We could call it Dr. Melfi's office. We could call it Satrial's. We could call it...
Wow, yeah.
God damn. There's just not a good name that we can come up with in 30 seconds. But Dr. Melfi's office, Satrial's...
Whoa Man Empire. Is that a reference that I'm missing, Sadville, to The Sopranos? Soplando. Okay. Thank you, Aiden. I like that.
Soplando.
Like Soplando. Oh. No, just Roman. Oh, the Woe Man Empire.
What about Maron, or like something that Tony says?
I
feel like there's got to be something there, dude.
Yeah.
There's got to be something there.
The AO land, spicy Italian butt gush utopia. What the fuck?
Okay, dude? All right, that's fucking nasty of you. you sicko, you freak.
I can't believe I fostered this kind of crassness onto the internet with our viewers. This is so fucked. I'm encouraging dark business.
Let's keep it with Sopranos Land for now, I think. And then I think I can always come back to you for free and you'll change it, right?
Yeah, of course. We can always return to this photo for fun. And I'm just going to save it. And Noah, I'm pretty happy with this. I'll be posting it on Twitter after the show.
Okay, good.
Oh God! Hi, Maddie Riri. Welcome. Waste Management Topia is another great name for this.
Yeah.
Jones.
He's in waste management consultant land.
Yeah. Quote unquote. Jones _ I don't know why I suck at Photoshop. I just do, and I'm trying to get better, and that's why we're doing this show, Maddie Riri. Rocky sucks at Photoshop, where guests come in and commission me to make graphic design work, and I make it very poorly on Photoshop while we try and have conversations or improvise together. It is very hard. This is my first episode. It is quite a
I think
time.
You're doing a good job, to be honest with you.
Thank you, Noah. This is Noah, a friend of the show. This is Photoshopped. Hard to tell, indeed. Truly, indeed. This could be just a photo from the files of David Chase's personal Polaroids, I guess. I don't know.
This could be just a naturally occurring photo.
This is not an organic image. This is a candid photo. Not. It's a cursed photo, I'd say. Also.
You hear what I said, Tone? I said we're going to Sopranos land. That's your favorite
You hear what I said,
place.
Tone? I said I'll meet you at the arcade after the roller coaster. My stomach can't handle that kind of business. That's my Polly.
You hear what I said, Tone? We're going to Vesuvio's dinner lounge. I'm going to throw up all over the ground.
This is terrible. This is amazing. It's funny. I laughed. I'm having a good time. I'm entertained enough that I want an episode 2. Well, thank you, son, bro. I have guests lined up for the next 4 weeks, and some of them are actually like amazing. Not that you aren't. No. I have some amazing guests in addition to the guests that I have right now that are also amazing. I haven't eaten dinner. I've been doing this show mostly.
Dude, you're fucking up big time, and you've insulted my family. You've insulted my honor, my intelligence.
Mr. Marger, please. I was just tired. Don't report me to your capo.
Okay, you're safe for now.
It gets way better after this week. Yes, quote me on saying that.
It gets way funnier, cooler, and more interesting from here on out, because this sucks dick, is what you're saying.
No, this is actually... I'm so happy that we did this. Thank you, Noah. I appreciate it. Oh, plug your podcasts.
Okay, so, folks, this Wednesday, normally the show comes out on Tuesday, but because it is the 1-year anniversary, it is coming out on Wednesday, a whole year from when we released the first episode. I do a podcast about underrated music and movies with Mason McGuire that Rocky has appeared on multiple times. Jake has appeared on multiple times. Chris has appeared on multiple times. Called It's on the List with Noah and Mason. You can get it wherever you listen to all your podcasts. That means Spotify. That means iTunes. That means Stitcher. That means Google Podcasts. That means SoundCloud even. So It's on the List with Noah and Mason. We're celebrating a year. We're going to take a little bit of time off. Because when you do something for a year, it can be a little bit long and taxing. So we're going to take a little bit of time off, not too much time though, probably no more than a month off, but probably less than that. So there's that. So that's my first podcast. Second podcast is called My Favorite Podcast, which is a weekly podcast I do myself about people's favorite things. Rocky was the second ever guest on that, and it's pretty good timing actually, because Neil Cicierega just released Mouth Dreams, which is probably his best work, I would say. Rocky,
I would agree with that. Yeah, I have an amazing time listening to it. I like listening to it over and over again.
It's pretty amazing, and Rocky and I covered the first 3 Mouth albums on the second ever episode of that. Chris has also appeared on that, where he talked about the New York Rangers hockey team. And then in 2 weeks, Sydney will actually have an episode coming out. We recently recorded that, and I won't say what that's about. That'll be a little surprise. But yeah, I think I've put it in the personal plugs part of the Discord, so if you're on that, you can check it out there. You can listen about those podcasts pretty much wherever: Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher, all those good things. And Rocky, thanks for having me on. And can you please personally send me Sopranos Land as well?
I will email it to you right after this show. Yeah, don't worry. Thank you, Noah. Congratulations with the podcast. Amazing that you did 1 year of that thing. It's so good.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I'm going to hang up now, and you're going to be sad probably that I'm hung up.
I'm going to be very scared that I'm by myself. Goodbye.
Bye.
Alrighty, folks. Aiden, I don't blame you. That is very funny because, yeah, some people just do not like that stuff. It is abrasive, and also when you kind of like fathom the context of what he's like mashing up, it just gets very, very annoying and hard on the brain. But I love it. It's so weird and stupid. It is very abrasive. Did I make a little graphic myself? Yeah, I designed this whole setup here, which is imperfect, but it's close. Holy smokes! I cannot stop listening to math dreams. Yeah, same here. Musical comedy is the lowest form of comedy. A lot of mainstream examples would have myself and many others agreeing with you. Absolutely, but there's a lot of potential, in my opinion, that when it's like harnessed and done very well, it can be so. Again, it's also like so hinges on context. Like Neil Cicerega especially is just so specifically about pop culture from a certain era. And you are referring to mainstream, yeah. Tenacious D, very funny. Flight of the Conchords, Garfunkel and Oates. Yeah. Also, yeah, Aiden, a lot of Smash Mouth. I know. That stuff is literally abrasive. This is not the end of the show. Well, I don't know. It might be. I'm a little tired. But technically, this is the part where all of you are going to make me make something. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up a poll here and give you all an opportunity. We have 25 minutes to make something. 25 minutes on the clock. What do you need me to make, folks? Do you need me to make a movie poster? Do you need me to make a fake ID, advertisements, or I guess these will be the three that we can work with. I hope it's appearing on my screen. This is my first time kind of operating a show by myself here. Make a playbill. That's really good. That's really clever. Yeah. Geez. Is the poll on screen? That's what I'm wondering. If it's not, I'm fucked, baby. I can make this work, actually. It's not good, because I'm going to add playbill to it. What am I making? It's going to be movie, poster, playbill, advertisements, fake ID. Okay, so now I got to go to OBS. Oh, BS. Pretty funny. Okay. Copy. Go to OBS. Where's polls? Polls. Here we go. Do the thing. Refresh. Yes. All right, folks. I'm going to go away for 1 second. Oh, boy. Everything reset. But let's see if this works. Hey! Oh, it did. And the chat reset. So that was literally 1 second. I told you. I was just refreshing. Use the poll in your Twitch stream dashboard. Huh? Aiden, I really love the idea of playbill. Honestly, we should just do that. Everyone vote 2. What's in the dog stuff folder? You don't want to know. No, my dog had some medical emergencies recently, so I think it's a majority of that. Although, what else is here? Dog stuff. Teach an old dog. Oh, I was trying to teach her name and teach her how to, like, come over and stuff like that. Yeah, playbill seems good. These all seem like fun things to do, but we'll definitely do a playbill right now. All right, folks, I need a title for the play. We're going to start there. What is the name of this theatrical production? We're going to get like 5 or 6, and we'll put them in this poll. And we'll see what's funniest, but for now, playbill. There was a improv forum that Improv Inc., the team that spawned the Everything Now team in college.
Thank you, you will never escape.
Wavy Lines, thanks for coming back, and thanks for subscribing during my silly little show. That's very, very nice of you. We're designing a playbill. We're going to Photoshop a playbill. And this seems perfecto. The Misadventures of Jolene. Oh, my doggy. Springtime for Hitler, a gay romp. Indeed. I do love the producers. I Call Myself Ivan. John Wilkes Booth presents A Play for Abe. Wow. Lots you can do there. I'm almost tempted to pick The Misadventures of Jolene. Yeah, a little too soon. My favorite president got murdered. No. I love the idea of that being too soon still. It's so funny. You're all getting a look at how this is organized. I'm just going to take this off screen. New, and then this will be for guests. No, audience. Great. And then we're going to save that playbill there. And then we're just gonna start boogieing. Come on. Oh no. Oh no. My dog is snoring. Please, I just want Trump to die. Yeah, I made a declaration on Noah's podcast yesterday. Just like, I gave them the option to use my voice. I gave them a sound clip of, oh, thank God our president died. And I hope they get to use that. I'm going to put a lot of these in a poll. What is the name of the play? Let's see. The Jolly Adventures. Oh, God, this is gross. Of Vomiting Joe. Misadventures of Jolene. She gets into many misadventures. I often, when I leave the apartment, I imagine her escaping the apartment and trying to find me, and then imagine a whole Disney movie in my head. And maybe that makes me a huge sap, but I am one. John Wilkes Booth presents a play for Abe. Can you guys hear the music well at all? I can't hear it in my headphones. I'm preparing to play The King is Dead by The Herd on repeat when it happens. Wow, I missed a lot of these. Invaluable, based on the film by Precious, based on the novel Push by Sapphire. That's good. Let's make a playbill specifically inviting Trump to a no-mask performance of Poe's Mask of the Red Death. Wow. Detailed. I like that. Did the poll show up? All right, good. That is a very rocky thing. You can't hear any music. Hear the music, but I can smell burnt toast. Interesting. Yeah, I have this loop of classical music I just made. It's like an hour long. Thank you, Aiden. Yeah, I love my doggy, our doggy. So I wouldn't mind talking to them, talking about them, forever and ever. Let's make this a little bigger. Give ourselves a big playing field. Right down the middle. I shouldn't have given you all the option, but you know what? That's the name of the game. That's why I do this show, man. Hopefully this is enough. Oh no, I didn't want that. Ah, shoot. Did I rasterize this? Yeah, folks, I'm still very, very new. Well, that's not true. I'm just like new to a lot of concepts in Photoshop, so I could always use the help when I'm actually doing the show. Layer view. Cut. Get rid of that. Boom. Open playing field. You can't spell classical without ass. Yeah. How about now? You got that off the back of a cereal box. Wow, impressive. I'm so new. Even a year from now, you're so much better than I am. Yeah, I'm still so new to this. Yeah, this should be the title of the play. The Jolly Adventures of Vomiting Joe, Misadventures of Jolene. I Call Myself Ivan. John Wilkes Booth presents a play for Abe. Music too loud, overpowering me? Great, now I gotta find a little middle ground there. How about now? Yes, no, maybe so. Oh, it's a tie. Jeez Louise. Perfect. Mwah. Bellissimo. Yeah. Fuck my neighbors. No, I need to sign a lease. We just got this. Please don't kick me out of my apartment. We need this. Great. So I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, I have so many windows open right now. Don't need that. Where is the thing I'm looking for? There we go. All right. We're making a little play about my my dog. So that's good. Let's see if I can get a picture of her. I'm gonna send a photo I took of her through Slack. What's a good adventurous background to put my dog in? Should it be like an apocalyptic city, or like the jungle, or like a cruise ship, or like a spaceship or something? Can my dog be in your play? Yeah, let's just get a World War I. Yeah, like a Rin Tin Tin kind of thing or something. That's what they're called, right? That's what it was called. Give me a second here. Sending myself a photo of my dog, if I can find one. I got so many. There's gotta be a good one here. Space opera, top of building, parkour dog. I like that. Trapeze over volcano. Wait, can my cat Tonsils be in it too? Is your cat's name Tonsils? That's awesome. Aw, I got a lot of cute photos of my dog. Hold on. Or are you saying like your cat's tonsils? Okay, I'm just confirming. He is perfect. I believe you. I love cats. I'm allergic. Deeply allergic. But I love cats. I just need a perfect photo of my dog. Hold on, I have an idea here. Wow. Okay. What poor me? What about me? Oh yeah, I'm allergic to cats, but I love them. They're so good. Okay, I have an idea here. I have the perfect photo. I'm pulling up Slack right now, where I sent the photo to myself. 127 hours? Yeah, I kind of have something close to that, actually. Downloading the photo now. Open containing folder. Uh-oh. Put this in everything now. Where'd it go? Image from iOS. Put that in Rocky Sucks at Photoshop. And then put that into episode 1. And then put that picture into audience. Perfect. Here we go. Open a new here. This is fun. I took this recently. My girlfriend and I agree that when my dog is trying to get up on our bed, it looks like they're like hanging from a cliff. So I think we're going to do that. It's going to be my dog hanging off like a volcano or something. And we're going to make her look like an adventurous little doggy. Let's see here. Alien abduction. Yes. Yes, very good. The dog version of Castaway would be just... Yeah, that would be a good movie. I like the idea of like a silent film following animals, kind of. Remember that Call to Wild? Is that what the story's called? Call to Wild with Harrison Ford and the talking dog. Not the talking dog, but just like the dog. The dog version. Yeah, the thing looked crazy with the CGI dog. That's what I was thinking of. Oh no, how do I unmagic wand? Whew. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it even came out because that was like just as COVID was starting, and then everyone was like having a good time. Like, oh, look at the CGI dog. Doesn't this thing look fucking insane? And then I think all of our worries were assuaged by the pandemic. But I'm going to make my dog look like it is dangling from a volcano or something. That's her tail. She's napping right next to me, just snoring her head off. She sounds like a pig. It's very adorable. I make fun of her by going whenever she makes that exact noise. There we go. This has been a pretty good first episode so far. It's hard to improvise while photoshopping, I will say that much. But like for the first call I had with Fiona, I was having to riff at the same time as doing this, and I was panicking a little bit, more so than I'm doing now. No, I fucked up. I was so close. Dog Day afternoon. Dogs plus Lord of the Flies, Lord to Dogtown. You're blowing my mind, Joe. Joe, you're blowing my mind. Yes, Aiden, Jolene is going to be hanging off of a cliff, I think. Yeah, she would. She kind of laughs like Patty and Selma. Control Z. Oh, jeez. I have to do the whole thing again. Ugh. That's fine. We got this. Make it quick. We can have conversation while I'm doing this. Yeah, I'm going to have her hanging off of a volcano or a cliffhanger, I guess. Any other, like, movie or, like, pop culture animals should be in this? Like the dog from Frasier? Or, like, I was going to say, like, Brian Griffin, but we're talking live action here. This is a play, after all. I guess Garfield is out of contention, too. So that makes, like, where's the fun in that, you know? There we go. Shadow. I'm just speeding through this right now. Yes, 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 yes. Sorry, I'm not ignoring your comments. I just can't read and Photoshop at the same time. This is so hard. Why did I agree to do this show? Why did I think this would be a fun idea? I mean, it's novel, but I guess in theory it's more fun to watch. No, this is good for me. I'm getting better at Photoshop. It's a good experience. Good excuse to do comedy and something else. Okay, so that's awesome. My girlfriend's gonna love this. The dog from The Sandlot, Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. I don't need to redo the whole thing. Holding Control or Shift as you select allows you to add or subtract from the existing selection. Jesus. Good to know. Wow. Also, thank you, Aiden. I really, really appreciate that. Any famous hamsters? Hamtaro. To OG. Well, now I need to find the volcano. And then we'll add some other characters. It's 8:50. Perfect. This is the perfect amount of time. Geez. Tip of volcano. I remember Hamtaro. What about the car from that movie about the car? Cars? It's not a hamster, though. That's a drawing of a hamster. You're once again blowing my mind. They're not giving me what I want here. Edge of a volcano. Edge of a volcano. Whoa. Gnarly. Close. Also close. Wow, it'd be funny to have Jolene hanging off right there. I'm just trying to look so I can see the angle here. Oh, she's so adorable. Yeah, it's getting to a point where I immediately go into a baby voice when I talk about her, and it's very unbecoming. But hey, you know what? We're in the pandemic. We're all losing our social skills. I feel no shame. What kind of play is this? I guess Joe versus the Volcano was that a play? Or is it just by a playwright? They're not giving me the photo that I need here. This is not fun. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. It's a very low quality photo. This is a special effects heavy Broadway show. Yeah, totally. I guess so. That's a Miley Cyrus song. Like, what's the classic one? Some of the climbing movies. Oh, like Cliffhanger? I don't know. Man, looking into a volcano. This is close. This is the perspective that I want. But it's like, what? I don't need this douchebag shoes in it. Looking into volcano. Cliffhanger. That's it. I never saw Cliffhanger. Aren't there more than... Is Cliffhanger the one that's like, there can only be one? Wow, that's scary. Holy shit, that's scary, dude. Volcanoes are fucked up, man. Yeah, nature's fucked, guys. Look how... Yeah, this guy's stoked. Jesus Christ. This is it. This is somehow it. Bulges volcano. Gross. There are a lot of different in this time of social distancing. Yes. It's a special production that uses teleconference technology and digital imagery to create lifelike but impossible scenes and beam them electronically into homes equipped with a special receiver screen display. Yeah, there's got to be like Twitch theater or something like that in a very earnest way. I feel like our show is like a very crappy version of what that could possibly be, technology-wise. But I think it's there somewhere. Okay, now... How do I crop, folks? I guess I need to... Okay, place. And then... Oh, no. Oh, I did it. this is not good. Layer to cliff. You can overlay one type of cliff over another. Oh, this is not going well. Can't you spell crop without spelling crap? Am I right, guys? Joe, you're really knocking my socks off here, dude. Okay, yeah, this is certainly a way to do it. And this is what the show's about. My very terrible ideas that are solutions. Okay. This is kind of it. Alright, now... Aww. I know, right? Scary. It's okay, little baby. Jeez. Now see, if you got this playbill, wouldn't you want to go? Sit in a theater for 2 hours? Yeah, we do need a UFO up in here, don't we? UFO! UFO! Get this man some socks. Whoa! That's a really good UFO. Alright, I'm saving it. Going in the file. I'm creating a new thing as a canvas. Here we go. UFO. Noise. Oh, I wish there was a way for me to make this really clean. Is there... Because I would love to use the magic wand tool here, but I cannot, like... You know, the background's not consistent. I guess I could have done, like, PNG transparent UFO. But this one's just too good to pass up, so I'm just going to have to make a very, very, very scrappy crop of it. Oh, man. Yeah, folks, I'll put, like, 4 more things in this playbill, and then I think I'm going to have to call it. But this is it. No! Alright, what did I do? How do I do this? It's shift-click. Oh, jeez. How do I... Oh, I didn't rasterize it. Cut. Okay, I gotta delete this. Oh, it worked. Kind of. Good enough. Pretty great. Oh, it's so cool. That looks awesome. Wavy help him. No, I think I got it, mostly. That looks pretty alright. Great. Who else do I put in this? My dog is staring at me as if I'm the worst neglector. No, my dog does that too. They were scratching at the door while I was doing this show. Can you flip the UFO 180? You're damn right I probably can. Oh, no. There we go. Rotate 180. Is that good? Try to biz up with an anagram. Maybe a bullet bill from Mario. Yeah, sure. Yeah, why not? Anyone else? Chuck it in there. I mentioned earlier, some people were naming some people earlier. Stitch from Lilo and Stitch. I like that. Disney. Aw. How about PNG transparent? Well, let's see. Highly doubt it's going to be transparent. But you know what? We're going to give it a go. Yeah, that's what I thought. But at least I can do this. Oh yeah, I got to rasterize. What the hell does rasterize mean, you know? And I deleted the whole thing. Someone clip that. Oh! Okay, so Stitch is going to be here taunting my dog. Free, not hanging from the cliff. But not helping my dog in the slightest. Just letting her dangle. Glasses. Sunglasses. Dog needs a hat or something. How about a fez? Fez, transparent, PNG. And let's hope we don't get the Wilmer Valderrama character from That 70s Show. But the hat. Okay. How's that perspective work? Uh-oh. Yeah, sure. Why not? This is ridiculous. Having a ball. Hope you guys are having fun too. This is your show too, friend. You can control the comedy and have a ball, and also don't let anyone tell you what to do or what you can't do. Oh, my dog's snoring is so labored. She's a 7-year-old and she's overweight. Okay, rest your eyes. Rest your eyes. Float away. Oh, what's happening? Good enough. Let us just... Oh, God, Stitch is so big. Okay, we need to fix that. Don't know how that happened. A hat. Very tiny. Rotate. On top of dog. My dog is wearing a tiny fez. This is so disrespectful. Is this what people wanted? Weirdly specific hat? Yeah, I don't know. Can we get a clip art of a hamburger? Yeah. And that's what my dog is after. They're not trying to get up off the volcano. They just really want the hamburger. And that's usually the case these days. She loves her hamburgers. Clip art of hamburger. The Indiana Jones hat. And Fox Mulder from X-Files has to be in here as well. Oh, Stitch is in the UFO. Duh. What if I did that? Layers, folks. You also have to put a title in there somewhere. Okay, what is the best clip art of a hamburger here that we have? Oh boy, folks, do we have any preferences here? I wouldn't have chosen the Fez, but it fits your dog. Thanks. Lilo and Stitch States production. That's definitely a thing. Definitely a thing. Jacket pour, Ray. Thank you. Wavy lines. There's a guy, a filmmaker named Satyajit Ray, who made a movie called Aparajito, which is very close to my last name. Fun fact. God, what is the best clip art of a hamburger here? I like this one. I love this one. This is good. I'm doxing myself? Where did it... Oh, wait, because of the filmmaker? Did I put something on screen that doxes myself? Please stop me from doing that. No more Fez. Is there an easier way? Yeah, Control N. Enter. Perfect. I can stop doing that. Audience. Give me hamburger! Great. Rasterize. Again, would love to know what rasterize means, but hey. Boom. This hamburger is making me thirsty. Oh, too big. Oh, this is so adorable. And she's after the hamburger. And she's trying to climb out of the volcano so she can eat the hamburger. Oh, man. No, so my last name is like the filmmaker. Okay, good. Phew. Yeah, bleep that. Don't clip that I said that my name is like the movie Aparajito by Satyajit Ray. Now I want to ask hamburger. That's a cheeseburger? Joe, please forgive me. I'm going to put bees in here and then I'm done. Then I got to go, actually. I literally got to go. Beehive. Beehige. Ugh. Embarrassing. These are making me very icky. I don't know what to do here. Yeah, okay, sure. I liked the bullet bill idea too, but I'm flying by the seat of my pants here. I gotta wrap the show up. My day is not done just yet somehow. But that's okay. It's a Monday. Happy Monday, folks. I'll be doing this show every Monday for the time being. I'm moving to 8:30 next week because I had a job that goes until 8. And what would I do? What would I love to do after phone banking for a politician during the day? Afterward, I would like to do some improv comedy and also do some photoshopping on live stream. I would love nothing more. Okay, now I gotta get this thing. It's so big. And that's just kind of dangling off the side. Okay, then the title goes here. Thank you, Billy, Tiki Shirts, for this idea. Misadventures of Jolene. Too big. Also, it shouldn't be red. Let's make it yellow. Also, what's a good font? I love Bauhaus 39, but Budmo Jigglish is pretty classic Hollywood, classic Broadway. No, that's it, I guess. Too big. Oh, poor. Bad. This is rough. Cool. And this is... who's this play by, folks? Raster and vector are two kinds of graphics. Raster means everything is pixels. Vector means a series of points and lines. I love it. I knew that. Episode 1, Jolene took some epic medicinal hallucinations in a volcano. This playbill's kind of cracked out. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up. A new play by from the twisted mind of. I suppose it's gonna be. I guess it's me. Great. My girlfriend's gonna love this. Misadventures of Jolene. Great. One more text box, I suppose. Starring John C. Reilly, my favorite star of stage and screen. Or Jonathan Taylor Thomas, a Softy Bros production. Jesus Christ. I would love for the Softy Bros to make a, the fuck's that guy? He made, A Man Escaped. Robert Bresson. Yeah. Like a movie, like Alcazar Balthazar, about the donkey. I'm saying gibberish right now. But for the Softy Brothers to make a movie about like a stray dog in New York or something sounds pretty fucked up and interesting, right? That could be cool, right? Billy agrees. This is a play by Barbara Raster and Philip Vector, indeed. By Jonathan Taylor Thomas. All right, this is I don't understand most of the things you say, and that's my life experience. My therapist is gonna hear about that one, Aiden. I almost said Jolene. Jesus Christ. Jesus friggin'. Great. This has been fun. I'm so glad that we did this. I'm glad that we did an audience collaborative one. Hope this wasn't all just me and that you had a good time. Audience, Misadventures of Jolene, Playbill. Joe, match clip right now. Huh? What did I do? What did I do? Did I say something? Export. Click export as PNG. Perfect. I would see that play. I'm glad you had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun too. I'm getting used to it still, but it's a format that I'm very interested in because it gives opportunities for conversational improv and like character stuff, like closer to a podcast than the theatrics of everything now. And also, I get to gain some skills in Photoshop and make some ridiculous stuff with y'all. And thank you for your inspiration and your ideas. It really means a lot to me, and thanks for hanging out, folks. Tune in tomorrow for Chris's political check-in. He's going to talk about what's going on in Armenia right now. Please consider donating to the folks down on the ground in Armenia. They could use all the help and support that they can get right now. And then I think that Jake is doing another episode of Falling in Love With. I hope. Hi, Lil Lucy Nate 666. Hello. I'm finishing up here, unfortunately, but it's good to see you all. Thanks for popping in. Thank you, Wavy Lines. Thank you, Nuclear Goo. Joseph, so much fun to hang out with you, man. Billy, everyone who's hanging out here throughout the day. Sadville, Jones, folks who were here earlier on when I was just getting started and was so scared and awkward. Whoa, didn't realize this was going to happen on screen, but guess what? That's happening. Yeah, who are we going to Hey, thanks, Maddie. Oh, yeah.
Thank you, we eat the money, yes, yum yum.
Thank you for the bits, and thanks for stopping by, Maddie. Yeah. I would love some raid suggestions, actually. And I'll just get out of this frame real quick. Yeah, who should I raid, Aiden? Oh my, Richard. Fort Knox is doing art. Interesting. Two puppets. Benzylmorphine. That's a crazy name. Wild name. Try not to use the word crazy so much. Raid my heart. I would raid Fort Knox. I had nothing to that. That was just funny as is. I can't add to that. I can't riff. Wipe. Polyglopus. Oh, Geoguesser's fun. No. I gotta give a shout out to my friend nephew Zach. I just love that guy so much. These are all great suggestions. Thank you, Aiden. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry that it got ran over. But I do love this man. I want to say shout out to him. Thanks again, everybody. Hope you're all well. See you tomorrow. And also Wednesday for a new episode of Everything Now, where Squishy Tay, thanks for hanging out earlier, Squishy Tay, is going to be... We're collaborating with Squishy Tay on Wednesday in a very exciting way. So you should come on by, check that out. Thanks again. Love you all. Hope you had a good time. And I'll see you in your dreams. Please give me food in your dreams. I'm very hungry.
Are like, it just happened during a regular scene. Those are